All right. Hey everybody, is this coming through? Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us? Can everybody hear us?
Seems we got a yo in the chat.
There we are. Hello, everybody. All right, we're gonna start this live by saying hello to everybody.
Oh, don't forget to mute yourself on YouTube's end.
Okay, so welcome Eddie Lugo from Eddie Lugo Studios. He's in the house like always. Welcome in Jen Rhodes. Donnell, welcome. Let me see who else. Ellen, welcome to the live. Martin, welcome to the live. And JNS Adventure, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Alice Lugo, welcome to the live. Hey, Miss Cruising is fun anytime. Hey, Miss Sherry, welcome to the live. Hi, Margot, welcome to the live. First of all, since this is our first live show, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jackie Gonzalez. I am also known as Tinkerbell. This right here is my son, Jaden.
Also known as Jaden. I'm going to keep saying that until people stop finding it funny.
So we're doing this live, and this is our first show. So I have some information. We're going to talk about travel. I will answer any questions that you guys have. But before we start all of that, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what this channel is going to be about, what to expect, and things like that. As all of you guys know, I am a travel agent. I work for Expedia Cruises, and this channel is all about travel, anything to do with cruising, flights, hotels, any questions that you have, any updates on the travel side will be coming also live here. Sometimes I'm going to be doing shorts. If there's an important update, I will also add it as in shorts. So let's start by, I have some information to provide to you, and I did some research before coming into the live. And the first one that I wanted to talk about today, which I think I found it important, is about your visa that you're going to be needing for all Europe travel starting in 2024. I'm going to go ahead and paste the link here on the channel so that you guys can have that. What I'm trying to figure out that is information that we just got, and we're trying to figure out if for those of you that are traveling or have paid for your travel for 2024 in advance, we're trying to figure out if you are grandfathered into that, well, the policy that is right now that you don't need a visa. That's what we're trying to kind of find out. So I pasted the link on the chat so you guys can go in there and find that information if you are traveling to Europe. I think that's information that everybody needs to know. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit about the Princess new changes with Princess Cruises. Jaden here, he has cruised with me a couple of times.
But I think it's like 3 or 4 at this point.
Yeah, he has cruised with me a couple of times. So he's here today first because I wanted people to see him. He is my editor. He's the one that edits all the vlogs that you guys are seeing out there. So I wanted you guys to kind of put a face to the person that every so often puts a little cute comment. And
yeah, I'm not. I think I mentioned this during the channel intro. If you ever see that little like purple circle with the yellow star inside of it, that's me putting a little comment in there from the editor.
Welcome in Destination Fun. Thank you guys for coming. Welcome in Warm Strong Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody for the support that I've been getting from the community. It's been an amazing journey so far. I know I'm new to the community, but I'm hoping, and praying that everything goes well and that we can continue, moving forward. If anybody has any questions, anything you guys want to talk about, please put it in the comment. I'll be happy to assist with any questions that you guys might have. Also, let's talk a little bit about Princess. Princess right now makes a couple of changes to their Princess their form of, I think they're starting to charge like $14.99 if you just have the regular princess, just like the cruise fare. But this is like things that you don't have any Princess Plus or any Princess Premier on your booking, is then you have a $14.99 per guest charge for that, as of what I was reading. And for those of you that have Princess Plus and Princess Premier already on your booking, you're okay, as far as I can see. They also have a new way of boarding. They have the seamless and speedy boarding with Ocean Ready. So they have the green lane, and they have different types of lanes depending on your I think it's depending on your status with Princess and things like that. So that's one of the things that I found out about Princess. So if you have, like I said, if you have Princess Standard, you might want to contact Princess or contact your travel agent that you're working with to see, how much is that charge going to be. And so I think it's a $14.99 charge per day. So it's something that you might want to consider, because you don't want to, end up being in your cruise and then you see this charge happening. All right. So welcome to the live, Teresa. Nice to have you here. Thank you. I know you were a little tired when we last spoke a little bit ago. So I also wanted to mention, I'm not sure who in here that I was watching the live is likes the Yankees. Our Expedia cruise is actually merging in with, they're doing a celebrity cruise Yankees fan. It's called Legends of Baseball Cruise. This cruise will be held on the Celebrity Apex, leaving from Fort Lauderdale. The date of travel is going to be December 9 of 2023 and returning back on 12/16 of 2023. This ship is going to be departing from Fort Lauderdale. It's going to be stopping in Key West, a sea day, a stop in Belize, a stop in Cozumel, Cayman Islands, another sea days, and back. You are going to be meeting a lot of the, old players from the Yankee, like Jose Abreu, Osvaldo Cabrera, Craig Nettles, and Ron Blomberg. So if you're interested in something like this, and this is something that you might like, they're going to have like VIP cocktail reception, a private beach reception, autograph session, photo sessions, trivia, you name it. They have the whole package. Contact our Expedia office, which is 813-308-8747. You can provide them my name, and a representative there will take care of you if that's something that you're wishing to do. So does anybody have any questions that you guys would like to know about? Maybe questions that you have for me, something that you want to know. Comment on, put some comment on the area so I can go ahead and answer those questions. Hello, Rhonda Sita, thank you so much for coming into the live stream. Hi, Mike and Rihanna Adventure.
A lot of people watching.
Yes. So right now, like I said, we have, let me see. I've been a travel agent. I could tell you a little bit about me. I've been a travel agent for about 2 years now with Expedia. It's been an amazing adventure. And what I decided to, when I started working with Expedia, I never thought in a million years that it would be an amazing journey, the one that I have right now. I've met so many amazing people, a lot of amazing clients. And I figure that during this time, I figure, okay, just open a YouTube channel and bring all that content. You travel so much, bring the content so everybody can see it, and we can enjoy it as a community. What I didn't realize when I came into the YouTube world was how much love is out there for the community, for the creators that are coming in new. So I am so blessed and so thankful for everybody that has given me a little bit of their time, for all the questions, that I have, and bothering everybody, not trying to know the business, trying to know YouTube, how it works. So Eddie, thank you so much for all of it, because I've been bothering you all the time. with all my questions. And I appreciate like all your help. Same with Sherry from Creative. She has been a great help as well. Miss Sherry, thank you so much for opening your doors to me, and I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to our live show on Sundays at 2 p.m. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So if anybody has any questions,
we got a question in chat from Margot. What was your first ship?
My first ship was back in, let me see, my daughter is going to be 25, and this was when she was 15. So I'm going to say 2015, and it was on the Enchantment of the Seas. We left from, I'm going to say Port Canaveral. I believe that was our first. It was a 4-day Bahamas cruise, and we were celebrating her 15th birthday. That was my first ship. That's when I really like started, like I've never cruised before in my life. And that's when I cruised on that ship. Is like, it was an amazing. I just fell in love with cruising, and I haven't stopped since. I think I've done like 48 so far. The next cruise that I have scheduled is October 28 is on the horizon. And we will be celebrating my daughter Sophie's 15th birthday. The whole family will be going there.
If I'm not wrong, I think my first cruise was actually under very similar circumstances. I can't remember if it was my 15th or my 16th or something, but I remember my first cruise was Wonder of the Seas. It's actually why I had such a great time editing the Harmony of the Seas series, because it's pretty much the exact same boat, except for the weird, okay. So for context, when I went on the Wonder of the Seas, one of the weirdest things that always stood out to me is when you first come onto the boat and there's that big area with the purple and blue lights and there's all the different stores and everything. There is this huge spinning disco head thing that like reflects the light, and it's cut into like 5 pieces. So it like constantly spins around, and only sometimes do they line up and you can tell that it's a head. If you look closely during the Harmony of the Seas editing series, I specifically commented, there's no head on that ship. There's like a big 10-gallon hat instead. That was like the weirdest thing ever, because I remember when I first started editing, I told everyone in like the first video, by the way, when you go on this ship, look out for the cool spinning head thing. And then in the last video, I find out it doesn't exist. It was never real.
All right. For J and S Adventure, you asked, what is my preferred cruise line? I'm going to say all of them, but if I had to pick one, it will be Celebrity Cruises. For sure.
I can agree.
For sure. I took all of my kids on Celebrity because as a travel agent, you want to know, the different age demographic, what would they like? And so far, he was my youngest and he loved Celebrity. So if we would have to pick one, I would say Celebrity. Mike and Rihanna Adventures, you ask, what is your favorite part of cruising? For me, is the destinations, definitely. And then second will be the cruise itself, the type of ship. I like all types of ship, whether the little ships like Paradise or the bigger ships like, Wonder of the Seas. But the destinations is what I like the most. I like to be able to learn the history in each destination that I go, kind of like take it all in. And that's one of the things when I usually go to a destination, I like to do like historical excursions. If I go again, then I do something completely different. But that's what I like to learn about the culture of each destination. That's my love for cruising. Another question I think Eddie has was, how do you feel now that you have your first life with traveling with Tinkerbell? Super happy. I'm just happy. It's like, it's so weird. Like, you think about it and all of it. And then when you're like, I'm going to do this, it's amazing. It feels great. Like to be able to do this and to put myself out there. I will say to anybody that is thinking about opening a YouTube channel, do it. We're all going to make mistakes. It's a learning process. It's a learning process. So go ahead and do it. Put yourself out there and just have fun with it. That's what I would say. Have fun with it. I'm enjoying it. Let me see. Yes, Miss Sherry. We'll have our live on Sunday at 2 p.m. And we're going to be with our guests, Mike and Rihanna from Adventure. So, yes, tune in at 2 o'clock. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Miss Sherry is a blast. I love working with her. She's so amazing. So it's going to be a lot of great time. Let me see. See, Jen is like no celebrity. Let me see. Anybody else having any questions?
I've been reading the live chats. It doesn't seem like there's any questions just yet. We'll probably get some more soon.
Oh my God, the Timu on cruises. This could work. That is true, Eddie. How would I put it? I was watching a show with Scott. It was Miss Sherry on it. They were talking about Timu. And now I'm waiting for 6 bags of Timu delivery to come in. So now I'm a Timu person as well. Let me see.
You got a question from Martine. What is your favorite port to leave from?
My favorite port, I will say my favorite port is Port Canaveral. My second one will be Fort Lauderdale, which is Port Everglades. And then my least one will be Port Miami. Why? Port Canaveral, you can do a stay and cruise in Country Inn and Suites. Or you can just drive there if you're close, and it's amazing. They actually have parked by the Port Canaveral, I think it's called. Great place to park your cars. Very super inexpensive to park there. So they're very good. You know, they keep your car safe. Never had a problem with them. Fort Lauderdale, one of the places to go on Fort Lauderdale to park your car is parked by the port, which is in Dania Beach. Amazing people. I've been parking my car there for a long time. Never had an issue with them. Miami is my least one because in Miami it's so hard to find a place to park your car. So I just park now at the port, or even finding a nice hotel that is inexpensive is even hard in Miami.
The only really nice thing about Miami is that during the drive there is ignoring the nightmare that is Alligator Alley. By the way, if you ever book a cruise, make sure you don't have to go through Alligator Alley because that is the scariest place in all of Florida. For those not in the know, it's a 2-hour-long straight shot through the Everglades with no rest stops, no places to eat, no places to park, nothing. If you run out of gas, it's over.
Oh my God, you're so exaggerated.
I'm not exaggerating.
We never run out of gas.
We've never run out of gas. Exactly. That's why we're still here to tell the tale.
Mike and Rihanna's Adventure. What is my favorite destination to go to? So far, I'm going to say Aruba and Curacao. I've been through almost all the Caribbean. I've traveled almost to all the Caribbean. I still need to go to Panama Canal in that area, and maybe a couple of like Martinique and stuff like that. But I've been to most of them. My favorite one is Aruba and Curacao for sure. I really like those. Eventually, when I'm done with all the Caribbean, then I'm going to start doing Europe cruises and things like that. I do travel with one of my daughters, and we do a mother-daughter cruise. So she's the one traveling with me, and we have a really good time. And we've been trying to get the Caribbean done so we can move to other traveling areas. But Aruba is really nice. So if you've never been to Aruba, I suggest you try it at least one time. Bermuda is amazing. That's my second one would be Bermuda. Super clean. Love Bermuda. Love the people there. And Curacao is the same way. So it's really nice. So if you've never tried it, like right now in October, we're going to Aruba, Curacao. So I'm very happy that we're going to hit those two places that I really enjoy the most. Jen had a question. What is a destination that you have never been to but it's a destination that you've never been to that you want to cruise to? That would be Europe. I've never been to Europe. That is one of my things to do. For those of you that know me a little bit, one of the things on my bucket list is to visit Jerusalem one day. And today I made that phone call because I'm trying to go to Jerusalem sometime in 2025. And I think that's on my top line of the bucket list. So I'm looking forward to that. So it'll be like a trip going to Egypt, Cairo, and then into Israel. It's not going to be a cruise. It's going to be by land. But if I were to go on a cruise, it'll be probably I'll start in Barcelona, something like that, and then continue my journey through that area. I think that'll be great. And Jen, I love all your pictures and all that great stuff, all the pictures that you went when you went to Europe with Donnell. And I have a next question. Well, I answered your question, Donnell. What is on my bucket list is a trip to Jerusalem. That's my first on my bucket list. My second will be a trip to Bora Bora. That's been on my thing to do. And then we'll figure it out. What else do I add on that in that area? Look.
Eddie, I am very glad to live in the time where Alligator Alley is at least somewhat tolerable instead of just being like the middle of nowhere. I'm glad to know it's gotten better, at least somewhat.
Heidi, to answer your question, is Port Canaveral the Park Port Canaveral? Yes, it is Park Port Canaveral. I highly recommend it to anybody that is traveling through Port Canaveral. Not only it's, I believe if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $9.99 to park per day there, but it's very safe. They're amazing people there. And whenever I have a client that is leaving out of Port Canaveral, that is usually what I recommend. What is an excursion that you would highly recommend? This is for Sapphire. Definitely an excursion that I would highly recommend will be, if you are ever in Tortola, because that's one of my favorite destinations as well, try the baths. This is in Virgin Gorda. Is like once you dock there in Tortola, you have to take a ferry boat. It's about a 45-minute ferry ride to Virgin Gorda. Then from there, they put you on a bus that takes you to the baths. If you have never been there, that is one of the highlights. This is a paradise that you will never see anywhere else in the Caribbean. So I highly recommend that. The other one will be the Nature's Pool. This one is a excursion one of my daughters wanted to do. And I was a little skeptical at first. And when I got to see it, it was really nice. It's something completely different than any excursion that you might have, you can say. It's one of those excursions that you they put you kind of like in a safari kind of truck, and you have to go up these hills, and it's very bumpy. I can tell you that right now. It's very bumpy. And once you get there, it's just beautiful. It's like a pool inside of the ocean. So if you've never been, try that one. If you're ever in Aruba, it's called Nature's Pool. So that one is beautiful. It's a little bit of a hike, like Sapphire says, a little bit of a hike, but it's so much fun. And when you're going with a group, so you have a great time, and you get to meet other people while you're having a great time. The only thing that I can say, just when you're getting out of the pool, just wait until the wave passes and then get out the pool. I don't recommend that the wave is coming and you're trying to get out the pool, because you will get scraped. Your knees will get scraped, because of the wave pushing you. That's the only thing. Hi, Brete Central. Thank you for coming to the live today. What else?
I was going to say excursion I would recommend. It was like on my first cruise ever, so it's probably changed a fair bit since then, but it's the jet skis at Coco Cay. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I haven't seen any of the like beautiful excursions that Mom's been on, because Mom's been on 43, I've been on 3. But I remember specifically that one was a lot of fun. You get to go pretty fast. They take you out to some nice places. You get to see some coral reefs. It's nice.
Yeah, you get to get off the jet skis and go in the water for a little bit. Also, a great excursion that if you've never been to St. Kitts and Nevis, a good excursion to do there is the kayaking and snorkel excursion. That's a really good excursion if you're adventurous like that. It's really nice. It kind of like, it's one of those excursions that take you around the island, and then you end up doing some kayaking, and then you end up, when you get on the kayaking, it takes you to another side of the beach area where you do the snorkel part. So let me see if there's any more questions here. let's see. So Jaden, what other excursions do you recommend?
See, the problem is I'm not. I don't really
Let me
go on
let me think,
that
because I've been
many
on so many.
excursions. Oh, there's the Dunes River Falls. That one was nice.
Yeah, the Dunes River Fall is nice.
In
If
Jamaica.
actually, this Thursday we're putting in the new vlog for Dominican Republic, and that one we went on an excursion. That excursion I do recommend is the Demahagua Falls. If you're gonna do it, you can do the triple package. What I think is has an ATV zip lining in the Demahagua Falls, but we just did the Demahagua Falls on it, and it's like about, I think we did like maybe like 7 different falls through the river, and it's kind of like how would I put it? It's kind of like in a mountain is a river, and then the rocks are shaped like kind of like slides, you can say, and then you go from slide to slide all the way. So it's a big climb. I can tell you that one right now. Like, to get up there is a climb. Like, I didn't even know that I was going to make it up there. And but once you're on there and you go through the falls, you end up on the bottom of the river, and then from there you just walk out. So it was really nice. So I do recommend that excursion. For Eddie Lugos, have you ever been to Bermuda? Yes, I have. I went to Bermuda in 2019. I did it on the Carnival Magic, if I'm not mistaken, and we were there in Bermuda for like I think it was a 2 night stay, or 2 or 3 night stay, and in Bermuda we went to Megan's what is it? No, it's not Megan's Bay. That's St. Thomas. We went to Horseshoe Bay Beach in Bermuda, and then we did a historical excursion there. Bermuda is one of those places that if you're gonna go, because it's super expensive, like to travel there and pay hotel and all of that. So I would say do it on a cruise, because at least you have a place to sleep, and everything is very expensive, more expensive than here in the United States. Rent a Twizy. A Twizy is one of those. It looks like kind of like a little motorcycle kind of thing. You fit 2 people, one in front, one behind, and it has air conditioning. It's like a close-in little car. And I would suggest to rent a Twizy. You really don't need an excursion in Bermuda, because Bermuda, if I'm not mistaken, the island, I believe, and I'm hoping I'm not lying on this one. I think it's 43 miles long. It's like, and 42 miles wide or something like that. It's very small, so you're not going to get lost in Bermuda. But renting a Twizy, you can rent them, and then daily you can go in and out and go all over the place. So it's really nice. We went to the Queen's Path, and we went to the area where she bought her perfumes, and we signed her book. They took us around on front of her home there in Bermuda. And I think I have pictures where I think it's where she used to stand and look out the horizon on Bermuda. So that one's really nice. Welcome in Scott McNeil and Rock the Boat. Thank you so much for you guys for coming in. Let me see. So Donnell says that her breakfast excursion she ever had was in June on the helicopter tour. I bet that was nice. So for Rock the Boat, my favorite cruise line, I don't have a favorite one. I love them all. But like I said, if I had to pick, I will go Celebrity, Carnival, and Royal Norwegian. And a lot of people might even say, why Carnival? If you haven't been on the brand new Carnival Celebration, Carnival Mardi Gras, game changer. Completely game changer for that, for Carnival. I applaud Carnival for those 2 ships. I think it was the best thing that they could have ever built, to be honest with you.
Aren't those isn't that the one we're going on in October?
No, that's the Horizon.
Oh.
So those are the best ships that they can have in the fleets that they have. They're not only that they're beautiful, they have a lot to offer, a lot of venues to eat. They even have a boat roller coaster. So for those of you that never done something like that, I suggest you do it when you're at sea. I think that's the best time to do the boat roller coaster. I don't know. Did you do the boat roller coaster on Mardi Gras?
Wait. Oh, yeah. No, I did the boat roller coaster. It was awesome.
Yeah, I would do it at sea, not when it's at port, because at sea is when it's nice. And make sure that when you're doing that turn, that's when you want to hit the boost and go really fast. That was amazing. Let me
What
see.
was the celebrity cruise that we went on together?
The Apex.
The Apex. Yeah, Apex. I love that ship. It's very good, very artistic. Honestly, so the thing with me is I like cruises because they're very relaxing. It's usually pretty quiet and peaceful. It's why I don't particularly like Carnival because it's a lot of partying, it's a lot of noise, which isn't my specialty. Celebrity is kind of the exact opposite, and I had a great time. It's quiet, it's peaceful, perfect temperature everywhere, constantly. So many weird I don't even know how to describe it. There are some hallways where the hallway itself feels like an art exhibit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's very weird, but I enjoyed a lot of it. It was
Yeah.
good.
The Carnival celebration, if I were to pick between the Mardi Gras and the Carnival celebration, I would definitely say celebration. Celebration has like all these like things from other cruises, from other like cruise, Carnival cruises. So it's really nice. It's a Miami vibe. So it was, I don't know, I just enjoyed that cruise much more than I enjoyed Mardi Gras, to be honest with you. And I know Scott McNeil is going to be on the Jubilee come New Year's. I'm so jealous, Scott. Like you're going on the Jubilee. And I noticed that when the Jubilee the other day, they had some information on it, and it has the text to start right in the front of the ship. So I think that was really cool. Thank you so for coming, Scratching Pete and PA. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So let me see if anybody has any other questions. So let's see. What else can we talk about today? We talk about some excursions, some ships. I don't know. I don't know what is you guys' favorite ship? Do you guys like the smaller ships, like the medium kind of ships, like or do you guys like Icon of the Seas and Wonder and the new Utopia coming in, the Oasis class ships? You know, I can't wait for Icon to come in. I know a lot of people might not like Icon, but I think Icon is going to be a game changer for Royal Caribbean. Yes, it is a family crew, more like a family with children cruise line. That ship is going to be mainly based on family. But one of the things that looking at all the information that has come in from Icon of the Seas, I think what has catch my eye is like the 20 something different types of rooms they have to offer for all sorts of family, like the window ocean view from top to bottom, kind of like what they have in Celebrity right now, that they have the veranda edge state class balconies. Those are coming in too on the Icon. And I think Icon is going to be a game changer. I don't know how many of the Icon class they're going to build, but I'm really looking forward to actually one of these days going on the Icon and getting to see that ship. Hi, Ace. How are you? Welcome in. So Mike and Rihanna says that they're looking forward for the Carnival Paradise. Yes, we're going to be on the Carnival Paradise for the. It's a secret, according to Eddie. It's a secret booze cruise. Eddie Lugo from Eddie Lugo Studios is having a group on the Carnival Paradise. It's called the Booze Cruise 2.0 on October 2024. So if you want to join, a lot of our creators are going to be there. So I'm already enrolled on that one. So I'll be coming in along with all the creators. I get to meet all of them, put a face to them, enjoy some time with a lot of friends and family. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's out of Tampa. Like, why not? It's 15 minutes away from my house. So might as well just do it. Specialty dinings, Martine's talking about specialty dinings is also cool. What is my favorite? My favorite specialty dining? Well, I'm allergic. I cannot try a lot of stuff because I'm allergic to shellfish. So my favorite is always going to be the steakhouse. Like on Carnival, it's 555 Fahrenheit. On the Celebrity Edge, we went to the steakhouse there on Celebrity Apex, we went to the steakhouse. And that's usually my to-go specialty because I can eat that type of food. I cannot be around where a lot of shellfish and stuff is like that. So let me see. Miss Teresa said that she loves the Royal Oasis class. Yes, she does. She just likes her 7 days. She doesn't like Utopia so much. We were talking about that earlier today when we were on our phone call. But for those of you that don't, well, you guys know this because you guys go to NASA. We got to go back to NASA, everybody. We actually got to go back. I'm excited to see the brand new port that just opened up. That every time that I go to NASA, I've only seen construction being built, but now it's actually open to the public. And I've been looking forward to going back. So I'm going to see if I could find a little like getaway trip just to that stops at NASA and just go check it out and vlog it. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
How did I like these shows on the Apex? I'm trying to remember if we even, how many shows did we actually show up to?
I showed up to all of them.
Right. I think
the way that Jaden likes to travel, let me tell everybody.
I've got to. Okay, so here's the thing. I like going on cruises because I alongside nice things like the food and the drink and also just getting to go on some good excursions. I actually just really like how comfortable the cruise is. I remember when I went on the Apex, I brought my my laptop with me. For those who don't know, alongside being the channel editor, I'm also a game developer. I make video games in my spare time. I have one out on Steam right now, and I'm still kind of working on it over time. But yeah, so what happened was I brought my laptop with me, got a nice little setup going in my room, had music playing, had the window open, I could hear the sea outside, had the TV kind of like on but quiet as background noise. It was the most relaxing work environment I've ever had in my entire life. And I really wish we had been there maybe just a few days longer.
Yeah, Jaden loves to go cruising. Just keep an eye on Jaden. He loves his cruise, but he doesn't do a whole lot. He likes to just enjoy. He likes his balcony. He likes to enjoy all of that. On the other hand, I love everything in the cruise. So I do go to the shows and I enjoy all the Apex shows on there. So it was really nice. And to answer your question, Ace, yes, go ahead and drop your link. Also, for those of you that are creator, drop your link on the chat so that everybody can check you guys out as well.
What's my favorite port? How many ports have I even left from?
You've left out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades, and you left out of all of them.
Okay, so I've left out of every port at least once. Shoot. Here's the thing. I have the benefit where I'm not always the one driving. So this is going to sound weird. Even though I complained about Alligator Alley, there's one particular thing. I know this is going to sound incredibly dumb. There's one particular thing about going down in that direction to the port, which it's my favorite place to ever visit other than John's Pass Boardwalk here in Florida. It's this particular rest stop on the way down to Miami from Tampa.
Is it called the Fort Drum? I think it's called.
I forget. It was Fort something, but it's the rest stop that we always stop at before we go to Miami because it's kind of like it's like a major rest stop. They have a Villarina's Pizza. They have gas stations there. They have a store where you can get some snacks and drinks. They have burgers. They have a hot dog place.
That's his highlight, everybody.
Yeah. I know. It's like I don't even like the port itself. I like the rest stop halfway to the port.
And you're going to find, well, hold on, Jaden. You're going to find that rest stop if you take 60. Once you get off of 60, that you're getting on that the toll to take you going into Miami. It's going to be the first rest stop as soon as you get into that highway to go to Miami.
Yeah, it's Fort Drum.
And that is his excursion. That's what he likes.
That's like my little miniature excursion before we even get to the ship. I don't know why I like going there. It's just this peaceful little place. It's very nice, the perfect size. There's never really crowded because you don't have like 80,000 people going to Miami at a given moment. It's just really nice. I have a lot of nice memories of that.
Even
place.
Sapphire it says, yes, Jaden, it's Fort Drum rest stop.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that rest stop a lot. And as a result, anytime I go to Miami, I'm always excited for it because it means I get that little like nice stop right there. I probably just have a lot of good memories associated with it because that's usually when...
And God forbid we take the Everglades and we don't stop there.
Yeah, no, I don't God forbid indeed. I don't like that.
I hear it through the whole ride. You're going to come back the other way, right, Mom? That's what I hear through the whole ride. So, yeah, that is Jaden's pre-excursion, pre-embarkation, and pre-debarkation excursion that he looks forward to.
Yeah, but if not Miami for that random rest stop in the middle, then probably Fort what was it, Lauderdale?
Hmm.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, because it's close, it's nice, it's also just really pretty around that area.
Yeah, it's super simple to get in and out. But I do agree with you, Ace. The Port of Tampa is super easy. I'm like about 15 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often, before I became a YouTuber, I will go to the Port of Tampa. There's an area where you can see the ships come by, and I would just do a live from there every so often. And I'm gonna start doing that because I just like, my husband likes to go fishing. So while he fishes, I do a live and I just enjoy it.
Yeah,
so
nice.
it's kind of nice to see all the different ships coming in and out of port. Okay, so I don't see any other questions being posted. So we're just gonna talk about all sorts of stuff, travel. So since we're talking about cruising and the majority of you guys are into cruising, let me see. What is another port that I also enjoy and what type of excursions to do there? Well, we talked about Tortola, Dominican Republic. I definitely recommend if you're stopping at La Romana, the Demajagua Falls. And if you like animals, then you can go see the monkeys and the sloth in Honduras. You get to see sloths and stuff like that in Honduras. Let me see what else. What else you can think about, Jaden, that you might think that you enjoy? Because you've only been on a couple.
Yeah.
That's true, Martine. It's Davis Island. So if you live in this area, and I think Destination Fun, I think she lives in the area of Tampa. It was weird because we were doing a live stream the other day, and she was in the same Sam's Club I was, probably during the same time. So I thought that was funny. So let's see.
20 watchers.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. What are some options for adventures and outdoor enthusiasts? For some options like Sapphire says, Toro Verde in Puerto Rico is one of the places to go. If you like zip lining, if you're not scared of zip lining and doing the 1 mile zip line, which is the Beast, and then you got the Monster, which is like 2 mile. I don't know about doing the Monster, but I did the Beast, and that was amazing. I think I had a really good time in that excursion. Now in San Juan, one of the excursions that I really enjoyed closed down. Something to do with I think the governor of Puerto Rico closed it down, which was Cueva Ventana. That was kind of like a cave, and it kind of looked like a window area, and it was really nice to go there, and they closed it down. So that was very sad. If you are ever in San Juan, Puerto Rico, I will suggest you try going to El Yunque. That is a really nice excursion, something completely different. It's one of the I think it's one of the 7 wonders of the world still. I believe they're still one of the wonders of the world there. Like Martine says, tequila tasting in Mexico, that's a fun thing to do. You just go to every shop and everybody's giving you free tequila tasting. So you get to have a really good time. Just don't drink too much because you want to get back on the ship on time. I've never, now that talking about getting back on the ship on time, I've never personally seen a pier runner. I've never gotten to encounter that on any of the ships, seeing a pier runner, like when the ship is getting ready to leave. I don't know if you guys have seen a pier runner.
What, like someone like running across the pier to get onto the ship at the last second?
Yeah, the last second. I
think I've seen like maybe 2 of them, just because every now and then, usually because we get the balcony suites. Sometimes when I get back from an excursion or something like that, I'll just go to the room, shower up, clean up, and everything, just relax for a bit. And every now and then I look out the balcony and I get to see a few of the people walking back. It's pretty funny seeing someone running back with all their bags and everything, trying to get on board.
Yeah. Let me see. Together we travel. Welcome in. We're happy to have you here. Okay, Brete Centro said that his favorite is El Yunque. Yeah, it's really nice. If you have never been, it's a must see. It's really nice. Now, I will tell you, because I just got back from Puerto Rico like 3 weeks ago. If you are going to Puerto Rico, and I don't know, because if you're doing an excursion through the ship, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you're going to fly there and have a vacation there and you're going to be visiting El Yunque, I'm going to see if I find the information, and I'm going to put it on the comments on this specific live stream. You need to have a reservation before you get there, because if you don't have a reservation, they are no longer accepting you there. It's not like it used to be that anybody can just go in and out. Now they're only allowing 189 people at one time, so you have to make a reservation in order to visit El Yunque in Puerto Rico. Hi, how are you doing? This is Be Kind. She's one of my clients. How you been, my love? Hopefully everything is doing good with you. I'm praying for you that everything is fine. That's Bethany. So everything's gonna be good, Miss Bethany. I'll give you a call. Okay, Margot has a question. When am I going to Alaska? I know, Margot, I gotta come to Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. That's on my things to do. I want to go to Alaska and enjoy that. I have to get with you, Margot, because I'm going to be going probably in a cruise, and I get to maybe meet with you and maybe have some lunch or something over there.
Yeah, mom's been mentioning going to Alaska for a while, and she always asks me like, "Hey, would you want to go to Alaska?" And I'm thinking to myself like, that sounds like it'd be really nice, but also really, really cold. And
well, no, because you go during the summer season and it's not that cold. It's kind of like 60s.
How cold is it during the summer?
Like 60s, like 60s. Oh. Margot can tell you. Margot lives in Alaska. She could probably put it down in the comments.
Yeah, if it's something around like 60, like above 50, then yeah, I wouldn't.
Look, Sapphire saying, "Let's go." Yeah, we can make that work. If I go to Alaska, I definitely want to leave out of Seattle. That way I can kill two birds with one stone, get to see the needle and all of that stuff down there, and then go to Alaska. See, it's in the city, in the inside passage. See, that's not that bad. You like the cold.
I like the cold. I just don't like the 20-degree cold.
So thank you, Margot, for that information. But yeah, I'll be getting with you, Margot, and I need to come out to Alaska. I need to come check out your home over there. What is the weather like today, Margot? Oh, Margot says sometimes it gets on 70s. Oh, that's not that bad. Bring a light jacket along for the ride. I have seen a lot of vlogs from Alaska, and it's beautiful. According to all the vlogs, it's kind of like you got to be there to see how beautiful the land is and to see all the nature. I do want to go whale watching. I want to be able to do that one day, do the whale watching and all of that stuff. Margot saying that today is a sunny 65 degree. Oh, okay. So Bethany, you want me to come when you schedule it? We could do that. I can work with that. I'm going to call you, Beth, and we're going to check it out to see if maybe I can schedule it at the same time. Maybe we could have a nice trip together. Definitely. I love traveling with my clients. It's kind of fun. I've traveled. That's how I met Donnell and I met Jen. That they're on the channel today. We met on the Apex, and that was a lot of fun. Look, Scott Manil said Glacier Bay is spectacular. I bet, Scott. I bet it's really nice. But at the center saying, Margot, is that a heat wave? It was 80s in June 2019 when we went to Alaska. Wow. See, I always thought that Alaska was like cold. It would never get like hot like that. Yes, Donnell, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. And you got to meet all my kids. I remember we sat down together on our first day when I think the ship was leaving when we met together. It was a lot of fun. I had a really great time. Any cruise deal, special sales coming up? I don't have, like right now, the only thing that we have going up is the Legends of Baseball that we have on the Apex. I think that's a really great deal. Even if you're not a Yankees fan, that is a really good deal. But right now, everything is kind of like, there's some sales still. I always suggest to always book at least a year to a year in advance, year and a half in advance, because if you book like last minute, then you're going to be paying more for your cruise. And always, it's always good to check. But right now we had the Princess sale, and that was like back in June. We don't have anything as of right now that is going on. But soon, whenever we have a special or something like that coming up, I'm definitely going to be doing a live, like a small live show, or maybe a short or something, and putting the information out there for everybody to see. Can you share any memorable travel mishaps on a cruise or challenges you've encountered on a ship? That's a good one.
I think there's been a few times where our luggage took like a while to get to our room, but
That was, well,
oh,
I've had issues. Go ahead.
Actually, no. I know one major challenge we faced. It was a while ago. It was like my second cruise ship ever. It was a Disney cruise. Oh my God, Disney cruise ships are horrible. It's not like the experience was bad or anything, but something about that boat was not structurally sound because the entire cruise, all 7 days of it, except for when we were at port, the ship was constantly tossing back and forth the entire time. Everyone, even Mom, who had been on maybe like 20 cruises at that point, was walking off the boat seasick every day.
Yeah, that cruise, I don't know, something with the Disney fantasy. It was like very like, it was like, and it's not like if the ocean was really bad. It's just, it was, and then I felt horrible. So another year, he brought that up. I'm going to say probably that was one of the biggest challenges we've had on a cruise, because I'm bringing one of my daughters that she's never cruised before. You know, we're hyping her up and we're saying, you know, cruising this, that, the other. Next thing you know, we get on the boat, we're all happy, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know,
so bad.
It was like you feel like this was you 7 days. Like
I'm just glad that we got to take her on the Apex.
Yeah, she got sick. She was in bed all the time. So now she's going with us, and I'm hoping and praying that our Carnival Horizon cruise goes smoothly for her.
Well, no, we took her on the Apex and it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, she liked the Apex.
Yeah.
But going back to Sapphire, memorable travel. I would say my memorable travels, Sapphire, will be traveling with my kids. I do cherish that like to the top of the line, because I travel with them separately, and I enjoy their time separately. And I think that's a nice experience to bond with your kids. And you get to enjoy and kind of see how they like to travel, and all the excursions and all those memories. I think to me, that is my main, I enjoy that. And traveling with family is a must. The only to answer that question, the challenges that I encounter on a ship, I will say, yeah, Disney. Sometimes the other challenge that I encountered was my luggage. One time my luggage never showed up, and we were trying to figure out, I was one with my daughter on a mother-daughter cruise, and we were trying to figure out like what's going on with the luggage. Come to find out that it was on guest services, because some other person had liquor in their luggage, and it came down, I guess when it broke inside, and it came down into my luggage. And I guess because it smelled like liquor, they kind of like put it, so they were waiting for us to come and pick it up. I ended up having to open all my luggage, show them that there was nothing in my luggage. And I had to wash some of my clothes and figure that out during that time. That was one of my most challenging encounter on a ship. Let me see. So Bethany's saying, yes, we got to reschedule again and can meet everyone. We can talk Donna into going. Yeah, definitely, Bethany. Well, I'll get with you and see, maybe we could do it together. That'll be great. I would love to meet you and maybe spend some, great time in Alaska together. That'll be awesome. Eddie Lugo says eating too much. Yeah, Eddie, you got to watch it when you're going on these cruises, because, you eat a little bit here and there. Next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, like all this food that I've eaten all day. But you do walk a lot during, when you're on the ship, you're always constantly moving too. Sometimes I do like 12, 13 steps at 13,000 steps a day on a cruise, going back and forth. Let me see. Any other questions? Anything else you want to add?
Can't think of anything right now, honestly.
So we're going on this cruise in October. It's my daughter's 15th birthday. We're going on the Horizon. So we're looking forward to that as a family. So it's going to be all of our families together, coming in as one and enjoying, her birthday celebration. She's going to be bringing in some friends and things like that. Also, one of the things that I want to do in this channel eventually down the road as we grow is one of the things that I want to do is group cruises. That's when I want to specialize, doing groups and be able to connect with everybody, like come in as a community and kind of go cruising together, get to know each other, have our moderators come in, because eventually, you become family, and when you're coming into these platforms. So that's one of the things that I would like to do down the road, is do some group cruising and get to know everybody, put a face to everybody's name, and have a great time. That's my main goal, is to one day be able to, get to know everybody. Um, who's your Who's my favorite Carnival cruise director, Mike? I'm gonna say my favorite Carnival cruise director. One of them is no longer there. That oh my God, what was his name? I forgot. I know I used to call him Dilly Dilly all the time. He's no longer with Carnival. I think he's getting married. And I'm definitely Lee, the cruise director. He's one of my favorite. Flying Scotsman, Mark Q. And I think there was another one. He's no longer, Sea Love was another one that he was a really good cruise director. So Schwartz, that's his name. He's no longer there. But on this vlogs that are coming in from Celebration, I do have an interview with our cruise director, Lee, that you guys are going to see, and some of the crew members as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It was I had a great time on Celebration. I was there for a Expedia at Sea seminar. So we were there. We had a great time. I got to meet a couple of my peers from other Expedia cruises. And I just had a really, really good time. And I talked to Lee, and we just did a little video, and I think it's really cute. So that's going to be coming soon in this vlog series for Carnival Celebration. Let me see what other.
Be Kind asks, what is my favorite and your favorite ship?
I think it's the same one.
Apex?
Yeah. Definitely Apex.
Celebrity Apex was just unlike anything else.
It was good. I will be on the Celebrity Beyond in January. I will be there in January, but the Central will be there in January, and not in January, I'm sorry, February. So we're all going as a group, and I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to have a great time. That's a 12-day cruise. I think the ports that we're going is Jamaica. It's going to Cayman Islands, Aruba. It's going to Colombia, and I think 2 other ports. I don't remember right at the top of my head. But we're going to have a really good time on that cruise. Bretta Central asks, do you work when you're on a cruise?
Constantly.
I work all the time. I don't stop. I work 7 days a week, nonstop. I've been doing the 7 days a week since I started with Expedia back in September of 2021. My schedule of work used to be 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and now it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. I work from home. I do visit the office every so often, and I do work on the ship. I take care of all of my clients from day to evening. I don't like passing my clients around. I just like to make sure that everybody's taken care of and all of that. So yeah, I'm a workaholic. I work every single day, even when I'm cruising. So, but at the Central, watch it, because when we're going on the Beyond, we're working. I'm gonna be working. So yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I have, let me see, another cruise that I have that coming soon will be also, I'm going to be on the Celebrity Ascent. That's going to be another cruise that I'm going to be going on. So I have Horizon, Ascent, Beyond, and then I have Carnival Paradise for the Boost Cruise 2.0 with Eddie. So if you guys are interested in that and meeting some of the creators, get with Eddie Lugo Studios. We are going on that one, so that's going to be fun too. I might take Jaden here on the Boost Cruise. I was talking to him the other day about it. That's in October of next year.
Yeah, sure.
That's the one that is going to, I think it's Key West. I believe it's Key West, Jamaica.
Key West, where's that exactly?
In Florida.
Oh, Florida Keys. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the Florida Keys or not, because I have a friend who lives in the Florida Keys, and hey, if you're watching this live stream, you better meet me there.
Okay, Sapphire is asking, do I bring anything from home to make yourself comfortable on the ship? Nope. I sure don't. I don't bring anything from home, but my daughter does. My daughter that goes with me, and if she's hearing me, she's probably going to be laughing at me right now. She brings her fan and her pillows with her in every cruise. And I don't know why, but and then the room is like freezing cold to death. It's like an ice box, but that's how she likes to travel. So when I travel with her, it's a fun time. It's just, I find it like, it's something that she likes to do. So, but I personally don't bring anything like that. I don't bring anything personal. I wish I could bring Cash and Blue, which are my Malteses, but I can't.
Usually I bring my laptop and my Nintendo Switch, and usually some random third thing that I just felt like bringing with me. That's pretty much all I need on a ship.
Yeah, I bring my laptop and my tablet. So
hey, we got someone else who uses their Switch on the cruise.
So if you see me around the ship, you either going to see me with my tablet all the time or my laptop, one or the other. But it's not like if I have like, when I'm on the ship, I work, but I also have a lot of fun time too. So I kind of like go and do all my stuff that I'm going to do. And then I check my phone constantly so I can see all my emails popping up. And if there's somebody that needs something done, I run to my room, do what I got to do, take care of that client, and then just continue my day. So, okay, Eddie says going to Montego Bay, Cayman Islands, and Key West. Thank you, Eddie, for putting that information. And A said he'd bring his Switch light anywhere I go. That's how Jaden does. He also brings his Switch everywhere he goes.
Good call.
Jaden, you will always see Jaden with his headset on and his phone on one hand and a soda on the other. That's the way that Jaden is. Oh, look, Bethany says, I bring my pillows and blanket. So do you bring like an extra luggage for that? Because my daughter brings one luggage just for all of that, and then one luggage for everything else. Because that's something I just roll with as simple as, because I have to bring my case that I bring all my work stuff. So that's one luggage. And then I have my backpack. I have to bring my magical backpack with me. And yes, I call it my magical backpack because it truly has magic. And my regular luggage. That's all that I bring.
By the way, I got a text from Fawny saying that's right regarding the pillow and the fan. Hi, Fawny, if you're watching.
So my daughter is in here. But yeah, so I have to have my backpack, my travel, my work bag that I bring, that it's another kind of like small luggage, and my regular luggage. That's what I travel with. I try my best to travel as light as I can. But it's just like, it's amazing. I love cruising. Now that we're talking about it, it's like I can't wait until October rolls around. Next month, oh my God, Martine says that she carries her pixie dust in it. Next month, the beginning of September, I will be traveling to Puerto Rico again. I'm going to go see my dad for a week. So I'm probably going to be doing a live from over there, depending how the Wi-Fi is at my dad's house. I'm probably going to be going live, or maybe live from somewhere in the island, so you guys can kind of see that. So that's one of my things that I'm thinking of doing. Hopefully, permitting Wi-Fi, help us out doing our live show. So it's been an hour and 3 minutes. I don't know if anybody else has any other questions. Let me see. Bethany says, yes, I bring an extra luggage, but normally drive to the port. But this last trip, I didn't bring anything except pixie dust. There you go, Bethany. There you go. See, Brete Central, you have to bring your wife, because if not, they're not going to let you out the house. So you have to bring her. And I know she's coming in with us in February. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to spend some time with your wife, with you and your friends. We're going to have a Brete time. That's going to be so much fun. For you guys that are trying to figure out what Brete Central is, it's just like, it's kind of like saying like chaos, but in a good way, central. So that's what we are. What's that what we're called? Like, we're just having a great time within friends and having a fun time. So, but yeah, those are the trips that I'm coming forward, coming down the pipe. I'll be in Puerto Rico in September. October will be Horizon. November will be the Ascent. And February will be Beyond. So, and then in October, we have the booze cruise with Eddie Lugo Studios and Alice Lugo Studios and all the friends. So that's going to be a really nice time getting to know all the creators, getting to put, that's right, Eddie Algarete, getting to put a face to everybody that's been helping me with my channel. So I'm truly blessed. I feel so happy and thankful for everybody that has helped me through this journey. And I know that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of a wonderful thing. So I'm looking forward to it. Is February a group cruise? No, February is not a group cruise, Bethany. But if you'd like to join me, give me a call and I can tell you all about it. But it's not a group cruise. It's just me and Brete Central. His wife is going to be there, and two of his friends are coming along. But it's not like a group. It's just friends traveling together. You did. Mike says you did great on your first live. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you guys. And I think I'm going to see you guys on Sunday at 2:00, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have a great time there too. Thank you so much for watching our live today. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.